Hello. Hopefully this will be a good introductory to audio stereograms. They were really popular in the 1990s, and the idea is that if you relax your eyes and sort of look behind the image or behind your monitor, you can see some 3D shapes, or rather 2D shapes that are seemingly sticking out from the background. So this program will go over how to take an image and turn that image into a auto stereogram. What is an auto stereogram? Well, essentially, it is very well described by this other person. I'm not going to try to explain it. I'll put a link in the video. But they go over and talk about how essentially you have two images, and you're trying to look behind the image. And so you're not trying to cross your eyes where you would be looking in front of the image. Instead, you're trying to look behind the image. And this person does a wonderful job explaining what it is and how it works. I've used this to write some code to build our own. And if you look at it, it's describing how you take a set of random pixels, and then you use that as a pattern that you're going to then duplicate next to the existing set of pixels. Once you've duplicated them, you are going to decide what region or what section of the image you want to pop out. And by doing that, you then shift those set of pixels to the left. Now, if you look really closely, you can see it here. Going down further, he goes into, they go into a lot more information here. And they even talk about how you can use Microsoft Paint to make your own, which is awesome. Then they talk a little bit more about single image random dot and how different brightnesses can be used to provide kind of a height map, if you will, that will allow you to shift it 2 pixels or 3 pixels or 8 pixels, whatever. And then goes into even more details about how do you actually do this. And so the way it works is you create that first, maybe it's only 20 or 30 pixels wide, and then from the image, you then take, you copy those first 20 pixels wide, and you shift only the white area to the left. And that's what's happening here. Then you take this same image, so you're going to recursively push these pixels further and further over. So this set of pixels in the second spot is copied here, and then those are shifted by the next section from your image that you want to make pop out. It's then copied again to this next spot, and those are now shifted over. And it's copied a last time, and then the final part of the image is shifted over. And that's what you get. So if you look at that, hopefully you should be able to see that image. This is also a really good link. This person put together a Python library where you can look at this image and see a shark potentially. Okay, so going back to here, I'm using the one lone coder olcPixelGameEngine to write my code in C++, and his channel is over here. This is what you should see when you look at the program that I'm going to run again here in a second. So let's run that again. I'm going to wait a few seconds for the... Okay, looks like it should be up now. And you could pause it to see if you can get that image. I'm going to left click to transition from random dots to a random pattern. Again, you can pause it, but you should be able to see those that same image popped out. I can right-click and cause the things to invert now. So now they are inverted. I'm going to left-click again, and this time it'll be on the random dots, still inverted. And again, you can pause it to focus. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. So, welcome to the 90s.